Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Knight of Cups. Today I'm going to be doing a new moon reading for the collective water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, the new moon will be in Aries, Monday, April 16th, 2018. And this new moon, okay, is about the emotional side of Aries. We are already experiencing the Aries sun, the Aries attitude, the fresh new start, the eager, passionate feelings that we may have been feeling, but at the same time, that doesn't come without its consequences, such as being competitive and, possibly arrogant and independence. Okay, and that's the emotional side of Aries. You Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so this is about fresh new starts. This is, we are in springtime, so hopefully we're able to grow from this on an emotional level. Okay, water signs are very emotional as it is, and hopefully that the Aries moon won't intensify the water sign behaviors, the water signs moods and changes, things like that. Okay, so the first card I'm going to pull out is for Cancer, okay, and then Scorpio and Pisces. All right. All right. So for Cancer, I have here the Queen of Swords. Okay, and the Queen of Swords is very powerful, very blunt energy. It's a stabilizing force in communication. So possibly you have found your voice. Maybe you have found your truth. Okay, maybe you're letting go of some emotions and you're just cutting through the rest of the crap. Okay, just put it bluntly. Um, you could have been dealing with an air sign individual, Cancer, and that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Queens are cardinal energies, so I can only imagine that this will be Libra energy. And Libra represents truth and justice. Okay, could be blind justice. It could be, truth. It's you could be in denial as well, Cancer. So we'll find out really what's going on with you later on in the reading. Scorpio, I have for you. There's more air sign, okay, and you may be involved with an air sign individual. All right, this is quick, rapid developing ideals, or communication, and you too could have found your voice, your truth, you know. But at the same time, this is very vulgar energy, as it's not emotional. Um, it's very blunt, just gonna come out and say it and not really care what somebody else thinks about what has been said. Okay, Knights are mutable energy. This could be a Gemini individual, Scorpio. If not, this is very quick, rapid movement. Knights are the quickest knights. The Knight of Swords, excuse me, is the quickest knight in the court cards. Okay, so yeah, Pisces, more swords. Okay, so this is about moving on. We got the Six of Swords here, and this is about moving on from some kind of thought process. Okay, this is Aquarius energy. It's Mercury in Aquarius, so this is about being stuck. Ruminating over past thoughts. maybe you're playing over and over and over again the same things that just keep going over and over in your head. You just can't stop it. So maybe you need to move into another direction so that you can get past maybe some mental blockage. Okay, there is some emotion in this card. Okay, as the boat is in this large body of water. Okay, so I see somebody moving away, possibly because of some mental anguish, which causes these emotions to come out. Okay, as you can see, the guy is weary. Okay, he is just a passenger on this boat. You know, you could be dealing with an air sign individual, as I said before. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, specifically Aquarius, but this individual rowing the boat, this wooden boat, has a wooden staff in his hand. So that to me represents fire as well. There's a little fire in this reading. You may be involved with a fire sign individual, which, you know, may have been hard, may have been difficult for you. But either way, you know, this is about thinking about the past, and it's been very challenging for some of you out there. And I get a sense that that's just the way it is for the for the water signs, excuse me, because of all the swords. Okay. You know, some forward movement, you know, without so much emotion. I mean, there is emotions when you're dealing with Pisces here with the 6 of Swords, but this could be about, you know, just getting to the point, if you will. All right, so I'm going to clarify these cards here and see what the spirits have to say about these cards. Okay, it's very, very strong, you know, communication skills. You may have cut off some communication from somebody, or there'll be some communication coming to you. Okay, so we'll figure that out here. One more shuffle. All right. I'm going to gently cut these cards. All right. So anyway, let's get back to Cancer here with the Queen of Swords. This could be your energy, like I say, or there's a lot of air, a lot of mentality going on with the water signs. Communication, mental thought processes, you know, getting past some hurt maybe. Okay, so with Cancer, I have here the Page of Swords. Okay, very young energy, very young air. There's more communication. This is also a spy card, so you may be spying on someone, or someone may be spying on you. But either way, this is vulgar, unclear, possibly self-absorbed energy. Cancer, this could be you, like I say. But I see that the communication is not clear between you and this individual. Or maybe you're just not being clear at all with your communication, like what it is that you want, what it is that you need. Okay, and this could prevent you from getting things done, you know, becoming stable, grounded, as his foot is lifted slightly above the ground that he's standing on. He's larger than life against the landscape. There's a little motion involved, but it's not very stable energy, as it is young and vulgar. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is about communication. You know, messages, I'm sure, something on an intellectual level. All right, Scorpio, I have here the 10 of Wands, and this is about, you know, burdens. This is, you know, feeling, you know, troubled. Maybe you're moving on to something else. You're ending some kind of cycle, you know, as 10s are the end of a cycle. you may be getting past some things, Scorpio, or maybe you're just moving on with your life. You may be involved with a fire sign individual. This is Saturn in Aquarius, so this is really about following through. And I would imagine this is, mean what you say and say what you mean. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't have these double standards that will plague any relationship. As you can see, there's really not much emotion. There's no emotion in the Knight of Swords. Okay, just straight communication. There's no emotion here when you're looking at the Ten of Wands. So this is really about following through with an ideal. This is really about following through with what you say and how you communicate with people. Or else nobody's going to take you seriously. Okay, that's the sense that I'm getting so far between the two signs of the Cancer and Scorpio. And then we move into Pisces with the Six of Swords, and that's just very emotional, very mental, and it's exhausting. And with that, I have the Devil card in reverse. So this is you releasing yourself from something that was toxic. Something that was very toxic and, may have had you feel like you're on the defensive. Definitely weary energy. You're finding yourself releasing yourself from all this toxic energy. And it's never a good thing to have addictions. It's never a good thing to be involved something that's just one-sided, or maybe you're involved with someone that's maybe overpowering. I don't know. There's some fire and earth in this. This is Capricorn energy, but there's also fire. Okay, so you could be dealing with a fire sign individual that may be toxic. And when you get into the new moon of Aries, and starting new things over, starting a new life, possibly reinventing yourself, finding some passion within yourself, you can come out of this. This is amazing. At the bottom of each deck, I have Seven of Wands. Okay, and that's feeling very defensive, very weary and just exhausted from all this mental anguish, as you see with all the swords here in the reading. And it seems very toxic. And this is a situation that you need to get out of, that you need to get away from, so that you can find some kind of balance. This card it's good to have it this way, but it speaks of toxicity. It speaks of something that's not good. And, we were supposed to relieve ourselves, or release, I should say, ourselves of all this negative energy, because it no longer suits it. It's very exhausting. It's very tiring. It's very burdensome, and it's time to change the ways. It's time to change the way we think. It's time to change the way we act, so that we can have good things in our lives, so that we can be happy. Happiness is a state of mind, and you don't really need to have people around you to be happy, as long as you're doing what you do that makes you happy. Sometimes people could just weigh us down, and the situation can be toxic, due to lack of communication, due to some vulgar language, maybe some addictions, and these are never a good thing. And water signs are susceptible to addictions because we're so emotional, and we need some form of escape. And that's what separates us from all the other signs. That's what separates water signs from the rest of the signs. There's just a lot of emotion going on, and that can get in the way and get us caught up in something that's not good. So, You know, I feel that you're still tired, you're still exhausted, and you want some change. And the only way we could do that is to change our thinking, change our thought process, and become less emotional, because the emotions will get in the way and it will cause some blockage from forward movements, from the passion. You know, so, you know, if you're still in these bad situations, you know, you can get a hold of me. You can contact me in my description. On the bottom, there is some information to get a hold of me if you would like to, you know, schedule a reading with me. If you'd like to donate to keep the channel going, I have some aspirations with this. I'll talk about that later on in another recording. Okay, so get yourself out of this. It's time to change the way we think. Move on, water signs. Knight of Cups.